This is what makes me not Hollywood, and I never will be. Hollywood has a lot of transactional relationships.
100%.
Right? And it's what I don't like about Hollywood.
Yes.
I am friends with friends from kindergarten, third grade. I have a TV show on Amazon right now, produced with a guy from third grade who I cheated off of.
Tony Luke.
Tony Luke. I've got a TV show with him. He's my old friend from Philly. So anyway, are you friends with the old neighborhood guys?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
In fact, I would consider like my only friends, like that know where the bodies are, and that would who would pick me up at the end.
Right.
I mean, these are guys that came to my parents' funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
Bobby, John,
right.
Danny,
right.
You know, like guys.
They don't have nicknames. They always have their nicknames.
Yeah, they do.
I got Steiny.
Yeah.
So you know how you nickname if it's a short name, you put an S on the end, but you put a Y on the end if it's so like for instance, or they shorten your name. Like I'm Shoemaker Shoe, Stagliano Stag, Wartenberg is Wart. Scott Astor was not fond of this.
Yo ass. Yo ass.
And Tony Pusini had to move.
Yo Puss.
Pussy.
So I passed that test. What's the next one? Especially in the new world. How the world's so crazy.
Oh man, I'm telling you,
What's the next one?
Embrace
focus.
Okay, next test question. Yeah. How much do you go back to your roots? How much do you hang there? And do you ever hang there without doing a show?
Philly is a place that has given me PTSD. I think it's an iron prison, and I think that once I became successful and it embraced me, but I don't like that I had to get successful for it to embrace me. The people embraced me in my neighborhood, like I was liked in my neighborhood, but I felt like the city was always angry and shit. Something changed, when I went back and did my whole show, The Experiment, from there, and I was one of the first things to film at the Link, and I was shooting stuff with the fucking Sixers mascot, and went to the World Series, and I did all of that stuff as me, and I was one of the hosts for MTV for the All-Star Game, and
so you held on to that. Let me ask you this.
No, I had issues with the city because I don't think the city is.
It's not a very embracing place.
No, and I think that you can look at people that have been very successful. But their argument is, my brother to this day is like, we made you, okay? He's like, you fucking are an animal because we didn't baby you.
That's right.
And so I'm but there's other people that are absolutely embraced and are also successful. So I think there's
not that many from Philly. Think about it. Kevin Hart, and it's almost it. Well, Will Smith.
No, there's a lot of people from Philly that are successful.
They're successful,
but I don't know what
they're not known as Philadelphians. Philadelphians different that way. It's almost like, Mr. Famous, you left us. There's a little bit of that goes on, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Now, I go back to the point where...
But I go back now, and the answer to the question is, I love the city more than I ever have. And I've learned to love it. Yeah. I also think it grew up. I think it got less angry. I think it got a little bit more chill. I don't want to say it's woke, but it's definitely...
How about how much better looking the women are?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when we were growing up.
A fucking 5 was a fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was a 10. And it was behind Pathmark.
Because they take care of themselves now.
And
they didn't used to chain smoking.
And they were always angry. Fuck you, you fucking it, you fucking. Yeah. So the bottom line is.
That's a little English, by the way.
This city, no, they have that weird accent. This city has embraced me a lot more. Yeah. I've done a lot of I've done Temple, I've done Drexel, I've done Villanova. Right. Yeah. So.
That's good.
And I love the food.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't. But yeah, it has to be my core because that's where I was raised.
Of course, and the tough love is what made us do what we do. I don't know about you, motivated by it. Like there's a reason I do 90 minutes on stage. It comes from back then. I was tied up in a closet by my first jokes I ever told. I told a story of my mom beating me up in 4th grade. I was trying to blend in. We moved a lot. I thought the word evict meant move. I thought they were the same word when I was a kid. Like, here's the eviction truck, mommy. And then we pack up and move again. She read a letter. She cried, and we're out of there. I have a dad and all that kind of stuff. Hey, tough childhood, very difficult. But to blend in, the first time I got a laugh was talking about her beating the hell out of me for spilling something. And they were howling. The teacher was trying not to laugh. And the next day, She locked me in a closet for a whole day with my hands tied behind my back with blue yarn. She said, don't get off this box. And I defiantly would get up. I'd see her thighs coming out through the vent, and I would get back on the box. But that for a whole day. And it was that day I realized now when I hear people, hey, you saved my life and all that kind of stuff.
Phone's ringing.
I know it is. It's been ringing the whole time.
Push Edge. And, dude, this is called Children's Services.
Oh, yeah, right? Oh, but tons of that happened. I was brutally beaten by the football team. But what I'm saying is all of that is the motivation. When I stood backstage, when I finally got a national TV show, it didn't work out. But I was backstage being introduced. I literally had a list of the girls that didn't go to the prom with me. 13 girls didn't go to the prom with me.
But you're a good-looking guy.
The one that went with me, I was 5'1" in high school, 92 pounds. I was very tiny. Yeah, I know I'm 6'2" now. Like,
how did you grow?
How did I grow? You think I ate something?
Crack?
No, that didn't help. No, I was a late bloomer and I was a geek and all that kind of stuff. But that, Jamie, I don't know about you, that stays with me. Like,
of course it does.
You are the king with women and stuff. I have never been that. What they like. I go out with Ross Mark now and then. He thinks that all the women are looking at me. I don't see one looking at me. So other people have a different perspective than I do. Like, in my mind, I'm that guy that's a wedgie waiting to happen. I walk around backwards. They pull my underwear up and, hang me from a locker, make me do wind chimes.
Yeah.
This is who I think that I am, and it will never leave.
Yeah, it's not. You have to get. You have to do
Philadelphia
ayahuasca.
Background, I don't. That's
or ketamine therapy.
Right. Maybe that's
but,
it.
But this is crazy. I don't. This is going to be weird to say now, but. A friend of mine who's a successful actor says he would never get a massage. And I said, why? And he says, because Woody Allen said he would never get a massage. And all the neuroses that built up is how he would write, Annie Hall. Well, that was before all the shit came out, so maybe Woody should have got a couple of fucking massages. So...
I just know where you were going with that one.
But this is a true thing, and you know this guy. So what I'm saying is that... Obviously, he didn't work out his trauma, so Woody's a fucking whatever the fuck he is. If that shit's true, he's fucking terrible, right? So you have all these demons in you, and you use those demons properly.
Yes.
But if you want some peace, you can go to some treatments.
I have a lot of peace.
Okay, yeah.
Honest to God.
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of a lot of things.
Yeah, you've been through hell, and that would take 10 podcasts to do.
Yeah.
But you've been raped.
I'm telling you, like, my
brutalized.
relationship with my mom is phenomenal. Like, I can't wait to talk to her. We're going to write a book together. She has a thing called What's Bugging Barb. Everything bugs her.
How old is she?
80. Well, oh my God, she would kill me. No, I can't do it. No. I would literally.
She watches shit?
No.
How old was she when she had you?
She's a stalker. She's a stalker.
How old was she when she had you?
I'm not getting into it.
Right.
My mom freaks over stuff
right,
like that. Honest to God. I'm writing a book about it. Now we're going to call it What's Bugging Barb and Craig.
What's bugging?
Everything bugs us.
Yes.
But she's hilarious. She's the whole reason I do comedy, and I learned how to be grateful and accept her. All the stuff that happened to me, happened for me. You know what I mean? It's like I just learned and kept growing and healing. And I'm happy about that. I get to teach it now. I have a course and I teach one-on-one clients.
Yes.
And I love it. And I came up with something really original, taking all of this talent, all of this wisdom, all of these experiences, and I've had every experience in showbiz.
Yes.